One, two, three.
Yo, this is Storyteller. Holla at your boy.
Yo, it's Storyteller. Holla at your boy. Today I'm over here by Sumner High School. This is Sumner High School. And we at a tennis court where one of the famous Women of Winners has won, the Black Arthur Ashe. And I was riding through here today, and I seen two gentlemen over here. And also, what I like to know is you can introduce yourself and say your name and everything. And the question that I most would like to ask is, what type of advice can you give to the youth pertaining to this sport?
Okay.
We can start with the older gentleman.
I come out here and play tennis regularly, every day if possible. If I'm not playing with my partner or my other partner or anybody, then I'm hitting on the wall. And I get I really like hitting on the wall. I've done that since I was 5 years old. First time I got a ball, I went and started playing catch on the wall, and I was looking at baseball, and I throw on the wall and catch ground balls. I throw on the wall and catch ground balls. My brother and others started getting involved. So to me, it's just a matter of continuing to do what comes naturally to you, and then if other people start to see the nature of it or the natural flow of existence, then people will join you. So it's like continuing to do what you're supposed to do. Everybody's got a job, and I know this is my job to do this. So if people get on board, and I'm naturally teaching all the time. Anyway, even when I'm just practicing on the wall, I'm trying to think of how I can impart this knowledge to other people. I can tell other people how to do this with the least amount of fuss and the most amount of progress. So that's the beginning and that's the end.
Okay, can you explain to the youth out there or the youth parents out there where they can come at right here where this location is at? So perhaps they would like to bring their children out or something?
This is across the street from Sumner High School, 3248 West Cottage, I think. And there's going to be a class over here, I'm pretty sure. Forget the guy's name, but he'll be over here on Saturdays, probably starting in May. And they'll be here Saturdays from like basically 10 till noon. And that's a good place to get started. And at that time, I'll usually try to be over here with one of my partners doing some kind of practice. So it's always possible. And if they go to Tandy Community Center right there,
I know where's that.
and if they ask about tennis, the people at Tandy know me, and they'll probably start a class or something, a tennis class. Mm-hmm. And they might start one anyway if other people show that interest has been generated over a period of time. Mm-hmm. So if everybody just starts becoming interested in tennis or anything else for that matter, then
yeah. So
find a class at Tandy some way, one way or the other.
okay, so how would people get in contact with you if they want their children? You'd want you to teach them or anything. Where can they contact you at? What type of information can you give them so they can reach out?
Let's see. I guess my Instagram or my Facebook, and they could just look up Edmund Haynes, I think, or Blue Lightning on Instagram. That'll probably be the easiest thing to remember. If they look up Blue Lightning on Instagram, they'll be able to find me there. I was coaching this girl once, and she won like 16 St. Louis and Illinois. Then one day we were going to do our practice. She had approached me and asked her to coach her in the blue. I didn't know her, she didn't know me, but she just asked me to coach her. She thought I looked like a coach, I guess, and that I was, maybe I had that vibe. She won 6 tournaments in a row. One day we were practicing. I said, well, you need to work on your backhand. Let's work on your backhand today. You need to do too much because you got a tournament coming up Saturday. It was the weekend. She didn't want to practice her backhand. That's the first time she had rebelled or whatever. So she didn't practice her backhand, and she got into the tournament. And as far as tennis goes, of course, everybody started hitting everything. The girl started hitting everything to her backhand. That was the first tournament she had lost since she had been in St. Louis.
They peeped her weakness.
Yep. Well, at a certain level, they're gonna touch your backhand anyway.
Yeah.
But she hadn't taken that time to practice her backhand specifically, and this girl was very adept at searching for that backhand weakness. And if she hadn't shown it to her, if she hadn't shown her that she had that weakness, then that girl would start trying to go to her forehand, which was her biggest weapon. So she didn't take precautions in advance. So preparation is validation.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Validation.
Yes, sir.
Oh man.
Yeah.
You feel a whole lot better if you prepare. You prepare for whatever comes. Win or lose, you're gonna feel that validation. But you gotta prepare. The preparation is everything.
Everything. The Roro the Storyteller about to go ahead and hit a few balls today. Locking in with us at Arthur Ashe. Oh, that's cool. Natural. And he doing it in some slides, coach. You see that? Oh yeah, Roro, the Storyteller, doing it with the left hand. Not a lot of people in the world could do that, guys. That's pretty hard to do in tennis. Oh yeah. Enough training, he might be a natural. Ooh, right there in that corner. Oh, that's good. All with the left hand.
Thank you.
Yeah. Roro the Storyteller, everybody. Put in that work. One love. Into perspective. Oh yeah,
Thank you
one
very
love.
much. One love. Holla at your boy, Storyteller. And you, young man, can you say your name and what type of advice would you give to the youth out here as well?
Well, yes, my name is Brian. I've been living around this neighborhood for like all my life. I'm 29. I've been working with Coach Edmund Haynes for the past 8-7 years, and the only thing he's been really drilling into my head is discipline, consistency, and having that right perspective, like he was saying, just for us to push past certain situations, even some you don't see coming. So it's all about consistency, positive thinking, and consistency. You know, and one thing too is just like, you know, when you're able to do it in practice, you get that test and everything, then you're gonna be ready for anything, even those different X factors that you just don't see coming, you know. Yeah, and one thing I can always say to him is that he's brought me a long way. I hated that first year of practicing. It was frustrating. I wanted to be good the first day. And
You was out there though.
yeah, I was out there. And even when I didn't want to be out there, I'm like, you know what? Let me come out there and just try to push myself. And here I am a few years later trying to kick his butt every day. So it's a great report. This guy's a definition of like hard work and consistency is the way to go about life, or just anything in general, even if it's not sports, you know? Oh, yeah. So I got to test everything, my skills to him. Yeah. And that's strict game plan and discipline, pretty much.
He won a couple of tournaments just
Yeah.
in St. Louis, Heman Park. And
Yeah,
stuff, right?
Human Park and stuff like that. Like, especially for us, like, playing on a match, taking some time, like, you know, taking like a few minute break, and then coming back, it's like, oh, man, I then forgot the flow and everything. And it's like, no, wait a minute. Let me go back to my practice, go back to that mindset.
Right.
Oh, I'm back on base. And then I felt like I could beat anybody. Yeah, it's really nice.
2 weeks of every day,
Yeah.
you'd probably be on like level 7 professional.
Yeah, I'll be
6 or
9, 6 or 7. And sure, just by the simple,
Once
keeping
a week
things
is
simple is
just
great.
not enough.
It's right. You can say that again. I went from doing Monday through Friday with this man, ended up changing jobs, and then now I'm only doing Sunday every single week. But I would love to do way more than that. So we're definitely going to have to talk about switching up that schedule again.
We were banging on that everyday schedule.
Woo! And with that schedule, even though it was rough, oh man, the progress was I was always progressing. It was no
The
joke.
reward was
It's
glorious.
glorious. Oh yeah, thanks to that. Even the days he's like, hang on now, pick yourself up. You're fine. Don't worry about it. It's just a fluke, is what he called it.
Dust yourself off.
Dust yourself off.
You got to master the teacher.
Got to master the team. Yes, exactly. And one thing I love about his saying is like, oh, hey, you messed up. That's a fluke. That never happens. And we
After
just
you practice,
keep going.
that little mistake is a fluke.
It's a fluke. It's
You
a
almost-
fluke.
You can't do something. You can't do it.
Exactly.
So to the youth that's around here in this community, anything you would like to say to their parents, anything, or to them for how to get here or whatever? Is it, how.
Well, any Saturday, Sunday is a good time to come up here, especially now. Spring is kicking in, summer's right around the corner. Normally around 8, 9, or 10 o'clock in the morning is a good time to, come out, step out here. And, if you see us here, that's even better. We might show you a few things, teach you a few things. We'll just run a few drills to see what happens.
Right,
But, yeah, drills.
That's what we should be doing today.
Yeah, exactly. If it wasn't for the wind.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
Drills would be
Yeah, definitely. And thanks to this guy right here, he said even though we're dealing with the wind right now, we still can get some work in, which is real nice. But so to the parents, even if you don't got time, bring your kids out here. Even if you want to learn with your kids, like, they're more than happy to come out. Like, it's just all about breaking that sweat, getting your heart moving, and then learning something new every day.
Because I'm out here in the inner city, and right now, at this point in time, it's a safe haven.
Yeah.
It's beautiful out here. It's peaceful.
That's great.
So make sure y'all come out, and support. And also, we got a coach out here. We got someone who's dedicated to this, who can help your children excel to become the next, champion of the world.
Yes.
Arthur Ashe, come out here.
Easy to think about. You might be the next Arthur Ashe or the next Serena Williams. You never know.
Give me some relief.
There you go.
Yeah, we doing the drills, y'all. We finna switch it up. Appreciate the drill, y'all. Y'all did very well. Y'all showed different techniques of hitting the tennis ball, and I really, really appreciate that. And with that, I want to say one love.
One love.
From the Storyteller. Holla at your boy.
Yes, yes.
They say pressure bust pipe. I say also produce diamonds. I was once told by a wise guy, where you least expect can be the most greatest of heights.